Good morning. So today we are going to discuss about one of the oldest wellness method called yoga. So let us learn more about yoga and in the modern world how it is going to help us in having a better lifestyle. So doctor, let me know what is yoga first of all.
Same like Ayurveda, yoga is not just a method of exercise. It is much more than that. Mainly, the mental aspect is being considered in yoga. So that is what differentiates yoga from the other types of exercise. So while we are doing yoga, so much importance is given to the breath as well as the mind. So we learn to be stable at mind as well as control our breath. So if it is very commonly known that if we have a stressful situation, the best thing to do is focus on your breath and try to normalize our breath. So this concept is being used in yoga also, or rather we are using that concept of yoga into our daily life. So this, when we are able to have this breath control, and pranayam is another part of yoga along with asanas means exercise. So it has got tremendous effects in human body. So I would like to explain this with the example of hormonal imbalance. So we do very commonly get girls or women with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. It is very common in today's world due to the high stress levels and lifestyle problems. This PCOS condition or hormonal imbalance in women is very common. So mostly the weight gain also will be there. For such patients, they will be going to the gym and trying to have a running exercise or walking, taking the weights, all kinds of heavy exercises is being done. So as we know, in hormonal imbalance, there is always a level of inflammation in the body. So to tackle the inflammation, more than any heavy exercise, yoga is the best form of exercise. This is what we have got from our experience in treating gynecological problems and women's issues, especially PCOS. So once we are able to calm down the overstimulated nervous system and bring it back to a normalcy, then healing is much better. Inflammation comes down. The stress hormone, cortisol is the stress hormone that comes down. Sleep gets better. Acne, hair fall, all these symptoms come down. So with inclusion of a simple exercise called yoga, we are able to shift the complete hormonal imbalance of the body to normalcy. So I don't think there is any other exercise which helps in bringing this hormonal imbalance. So when there is inflammation in the body, I'm not against any gym or any cardio exercise, but as a starting point of exercise, yoga is much better. Why? Because it is in the milder form of exercise. It is not very hard to do. It can be done by anybody. Focus on breath is there. Focus on mindfulness is there. And it is a calming type of exercise. And scientifically speaking, it is being shown to calm down the parasympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic. All the other forms of exercise works on the sympathetic nervous system. That is also essential for the body. But when there is inflammation or once there is a lot of stress in the body, we have to be focusing on the parasympathetic functions.
Okay.
So this is the benefit of yoga.
Okay. So, doctor, can you just give us some examples, or how do we incorporate yoga in our daily life?
Okay. As I told earlier, yoga, Ayurveda, and all the practices we tell patients and we ourselves do is to be done as a daily practice. It has to be incorporated into life as a daily practice. So that is one way we can come to a healthy lifestyle. So it is not once a year activity, like we have the International Yoga Day every year. So we do have a practice of doing yoga only on that day and then not doing it throughout. So any practice, if done consistently, only we get the result. It is same with Ayurveda as well as yoga. Coming to
is there any particular timing to do yoga, or it can be done anytime?
Yes, it can be done anytime, as most of the corporates or most of the people working are having a very busy schedule. But it is always better to do early morning. early morning. Why? Because it is better in hormonal balance. That means when we are able to wake up early in the morning, we have something called as circadian rhythm. That means our biological clock. So this biological clock is very much involved in the hormonal secretion and hormonal balance. So if we are able to correct that, our hormonal imbalance also gets corrected. And one thing that helps so much in this process is, of course, early morning yoga.
Okay. So do we have something for the corporates also, or the working employees also?
Yes. So when we come to lifestyle diseases like diabetes, cholesterol, hypertension, thyroid disease, and the most common PCOS, PCOD. So what we can see as a common factor in all of this is stress. Stress is very, very, very common. And most of it is subconscious stress. That means the person is not realizing that he or she is going through stress. So mostly when we ask patients, are you having any stress? Mostly the answer is no. But then when we go on in a deep history taking, as we do in the Ayurvedic analysis, we can understand elements of stress. And this stress affects the sleep also. So most people tell me they are not feeling energetic on waking up. Not feeling energetic on waking up means the sleep was not good enough.
Yeah.
Why the sleep was not good enough? There is a hormonal imbalance. Means there is a cortisol, like the sleep hormones are not working efficiently. So coming to the root cause of all this problem, stress plays a very important role even in digestion. Most of the functions of the body are some way or related to the stress. So first thing is we have to find measures to keep stress in control. We cannot have a life which does not have any stress at all. That is not possible. We will not be able to live in such a way. So as measures to control the stress, of course yoga is there. We do practice so much of mindfulness techniques, and as the root cause correction in the grassroots level, we do run corporate wellness programs and employee wellness programs in which the employees are trained to manage stress, to have better relationships with each other, as well as to maintain their posture. So when the posture is good, of course they will be protected from a lot of orthopedic problems. So when I used to run this corporate wellness program, like many of them used to complain about neck pain. Why? Because using system and gadgets for a long time, that is very essential in today's time.
Yeah.
But this is causing a lot of problems. So proper postural correction is required, proper mind correction is required, and sleep correction, and incorporating yoga into their busy life. So people are leading busy life, so we have to find some methods to incorporate these techniques, yoga, Ayurveda, mindfulness into this. So we have curated a program in which we incorporate all these wings of ancient Indian knowledge, system of knowledge, into modern life, where we are able to bring a life to normalcy, even though doing all the normal functions.
So it's a learning experience for all of us, and as we are busy professionals, we should find a little time to take care of ourselves and do help our body to have the proper balance, and the mind also have a proper balance. It's essential for our daily life. So thank you very much for giving information on that.
Thank you.